Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here. I'm today with some new Toonami news that came out a little bit earlier today, and that is we have an announcement about some new reruns. Rather, we're going to have added to the block on August 13th, which is a few weeks from now still. We will have a shakeup in the final hour of our broadcast of Toonami, where at 3 a.m. we'll have Blade Runner Black Lotus make a return to the block, and 3:30 we'll have Made in Abyss Season 1 return to the block. So the schedule will be as follows, starting on August 13th. Primal at 12, 12:30 Yashahime, 1 a.m. Loop on the Third Part 6, 1:30 One Piece, 2 a.m. One Piece, 2:30 Naruto Shippuden, 3 a.m. Blade Runner Black Lotus, and 3:30 Made in Abyss. And this really isn't the biggest of news because we're just taking two reruns in Shenmue and Attack on Titan, taking those off the block, and putting in newer reruns, rather reruns that we have yet to rerun on the block in Blade Runner Black Lotus and Made in Abyss. Blade Runner Black Lotus, okay, we've seen this technically be rerun because this was a show, if you recall, way back late last year when the budget hit zero for 2021. We had that show repeated quite a bit. Like we had the Black Friday marathon, we had a holiday marathon, and I'm pretty sure there's like a couple more marathons in like a 2 month span I'm forgetting for Blade Runner Black Lotus. To the point where it didn't even rerun at the end of the block because everyone's seen most of the episodes multiple times at that point. And again, it was the poorest performing Toonami original to this point. And on the case of Made in Abyss, pretty popular show. It's entering popular discussion again because of season 2 airing in Japan. They had the movie not that long ago. And there's some discussion of people talking about maybe this means that Made in Abyss season 2 will air on Toonami. I still think that is very, very unlikely because I've talked to numerous people who are very familiar with Made in Abyss who've read on in the manga from where I am at the end of season 1. And they basically state that without spoilers, the events of the movie are actually very pivotal to understand where the season 2 even actually starts. Because if you remember, the end of season 1 ended. I'm going to do a brief spoiler right here. Season 1 ends with Nanachi going off with Reg and Rico to go further down Abyss to try to find Rico's mother. And also, you had that white whistle that did all the experiments on Midi and Nanachi, being like, "Oh, you found a way to kill Midi. Well, we'll see about that." Basically, being like ominous. And if you go right to the start of season 2, some things would have happened apparently that would make absolutely no sense if you don't watch the movie. Apparently, so again, and Toonami has a history of publicly stating that they can't air movies unless they're given the funding to, because movies cost money, usually only air them once, so it's more of a waste of money on their effort, unless it's something like the DC promotions where we get like Batman movies or something, or that time we got Wonder Woman movies, or that time we actually aired the Harley Quinn adult show, which coincidentally was like the highest rated marathon in Toonami history. But that's why I don't think Made in Abyss Season 2 is going to happen on Toonami. I'm very pessimistic about that. Other than that, this means that they're still at least going to keep the top of the schedule the same with Primal. Yashahime, which debuts this upcoming Saturday. Season 2 debuts this upcoming Saturday in Toonami. And Loop on the Third Part 6 will keep trucking along ahead of One Piece and Naruto Shippuden, even though I think in terms of ratings consistency, they need to move Loop on the Third behind those, move that to 2:30 and shift One Piece and Naruto up a bit. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think about these news? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.